Owens has made a name for herself by trying to disrespect the black community, talking about black culture and putting black culture side by side with basically what American culture is. It's not black culture, it's American culture. You know, a lot of things that happens in the black community or what we do to each other was either done to us first by a certain culture or was actually practiced by that culture as well. But they call it black culture to separate us from everybody else as if we're born with one less chromosome. And a lot of these stations allowed her to push this and promote that so that way they couldn't call it racism, right? Until she started talking about the other groups. When she started talking about them, now she's getting demonetized. They're taking channels down. She's being fired because it was very profitable to talk about the black community. But you better not say nothing about us. So now she's trying to find something else to go viral with, right? And this time she's going after gangster rap. And she said gangster rap was never black culture. It was created by the feds who preferred deals to homosexual black men in prison and then turned them into artificial celebrities. The goal was to create false idols to destroy black American values. I would never change my mind on this. And it's funny how she's saying this now, but this is the thing where you guys are slow. She's repeating what we've been saying this. Dr. Kama Kamante been said this. Jewel Pookrum, people of the past, Dr. John Henry Clark, we've been understood this. Dr. Naeem Akbar. So now you're repeating because, see, you made money basically talking about the black community. You didn't talk about the culprits that was creating the issues. So now that you're in trouble, and now that they done pulled the money out from you, now you want to start promoting this. Why you didn't come in the door promoting this, Candace? See, this is the hypocrisy. This is the stuff that she was promoting and was doing when she actually was being bankrolled by these people. Check this out. I'm confused, Candace. So if black people have a conflict resolution problem, like we're not good at dealing with conflict, you know, whether we're educated or you're the boy on the block with the hot Glock, we don't know how to deal with issues. You're the enemy. But you say that the feds created gangster rap, preferably through what you say in your words, LGBT men, to create these fake celebrities. So the feds has had their hands in our community to sabotage to sabotage our culture to create what would become black culture, right? So if you notice and now you're propagating this, why weren't you saying that from the beginning? Why weren't you on those stations saying that you guys have had your hand in the black community to create the culture that you're now calling black culture? Why wasn't you saying that? Why see, when I mention people like Dr. John Henry Clark and them, they've been saying this. Medgar Evers was saying this. You wasn't. So then Ice Cube, he got one of this, and he said, Ice Cube responds to Candace Owens saying the feds created gangster rap. The industry coined the gangster rap. Gangster rap, he said, we called it reality rap. The industry coined it gangster rap. The fans wanted gangster rap, and that's what they got. The feds didn't write none of my I'm a real MC. So then another person said crack and heroin flooded every economically challenged part of the country, but you want to blame music. Unfortunately, music did play a part with the crack being pumped into our black and Latino community neighborhoods, right? So then Ice Cube came back and said, bull it. Crack was in the neighborhoods a decade before gangster rap. In the 70s, they called it freebase. So was heroin, weed, mollies, gangbanging, drive-bys, pimping, and hoeing. Dropping out of school, young girls getting pregnant, cussing, and using the N-word. It was all here before NWA. So, so Ice Cube doubled down on it, and you know, he called this stuff out. But this is the thing, like what I always say, right? A lot of people like to use this gangster rap and all that kind of stuff, and I've been saying this. Those of y'all that's been my hardcore followers, that's been watching me, I've been online for years talking about this. And when you talk about this type of subject, it doesn't garner a big following because people don't want to watch. They don't want to listen. And I told y'all, if you go back to No Gang War 74 in Philadelphia, Philadelphia was the gang capital. There was shootings everywhere, heroin kingpins and stuff being sold. There was stuff going on everywhere, right? There was no gangster rap. That was even before the disco, and then going into the disco. So there was certain things that was going on within black culture that was happening, right, that other people was benefiting economically from, that was created through policy. Candace Owens knows this because she just told you what the feds did. We know how the so-called drugs came into the black community and what was going on during Vietnam, right? When heroin was being pumped into the America crazy during the Vietnam and how certain things was paid for. We already know this. Candace Owens knows this as well. She's not oblivious to this information. So this is the hypocrisy that a lot of these so-called people will use, because this is the thing. If she's talking about the feds, if she's talking about people from another culture, why did you run over there and marry into certain parts of those cultures? Where those cultures have a history of global domination throughout the world, unapologetically. Why did you run over there, huh? And then you said that you married for IQ. See, we didn't forget that, right? You married for IQ. I understand the context of what you're trying to say, but when you are leading with black culture is devastated and destroyed, and then you saying you're marrying for IQ, then what does that mean, Candace? See, and even when you say that we have conflict resolution, are you applying yourself to that, Candace? Is that you too? No. You're separated from that because you're not like the rest of the Negroes. Is that what you're saying, Candace? I'm confused. I'm asking for a friend. You're different from the other Negroes. That's what you're saying. And see, this is the part where when we look at what happened in our communities through policies, right? And why you had to have a civil rights movement in the first place. Why was there a civil rights movement? Why was there federal laws on the books that was supposed to protect us as a protected class, but state law never enforced it, and federal law never forced state law to enforce it? How come we had, when we went through redlining, there was things that came out of redlining. Just because they stopped it don't mean that it didn't have a catastrophic effect, Candace. What about homeowners insurance and life insurance when they was only giving our grandfathers and grandmothers only burial insurance? That's how you accumulated wealth in this country, to be able to pass it down generationally, to be able to develop your people. How about they kept us out of that? See, all of these are reparations or to repair arguments to what happened to the so-called colored, Negro, African-American people, and how they systematically underdeveloped a people. So if she can come and say all the nasty stuff she said about the black community, but then go, because now the dominant society has pulled the rug up from under her, she want to go after the small hats. She want to now start saying, well, the federal government created gangster rap. So you can't really blame these kids when you was just saying that we had conflict resolutions and saying that we got all these different things going on, right? Now all of a sudden you want to talk like the elders of the past. Now you want to sound like Fannie Lou Hamer. Now it's too late. It's too late. We ain't buying it. Because brothers like me been standing 10 toes down on here talking this, getting channels took down and all kinds of stuff, trying to stand in the gap for my people when only 40 people show up. And here you come now trying to talk the way we've been talking. When you got a whole track record of talking down on the black community and you ain't even love black people enough to even want to marry or have a baby with one. So, man, miss me with the foolishness, man. I'm out of here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.